Of the many churches that Jonesboro has, one church is seeing the growth on Highway 49 all around them. The Cornerstone United Methodist Church is on Disciple Drive, which is behind the NEA Baptist Clinic on Highway 49. You can see the new NEA Baptist campus from the Cornerstone United Methodist Church. The congregation of Cornerstone at one time was actually the Huntington Avenue Methodist Church. In 2002, the Cornerstone United Methodist Church was formed and worship started in the new building. In 2005, the church added on an education center where Sunday school classes and other activities are held. Senior pastor is Chris Hemmond. Hemmond is a Glenwood, Arkansas native and has served in Hot Springs. Also was a pastor in Memphis for 5 years. Hemmond has been with the Cornerstone United Methodist Church for a little under a year, but for many years he was very familiar with the area, visiting West Memphis and Jonesboro numerous times, and he has seen the growth firsthand. Hemmond tells why the church picked their current location to move to.
There was some studies done. They had a long-term vision committee that was meeting for several years during that time. They brought a couple church growth consultants in to share in some of the visioning process, and they could see the movement, the development coming out this direction, felt like it was a good area. Now at that time there was not a whole lot out here. You turned the curve down by ASU Stadium and you were driving out through the fields. There was just very little out here. And the church was established expecting an opportunity for growth in the future.
He says the church originally owned 80 acres of land, and growth started shortly after the church moved to its current location.
We have, of course, right outside our complex here, a subdivision. That land was owned by the church. It was sold for the subdivision to be developed. On the back side of the church is a subdivision, and of course Brooklyn is growing and really booming in many ways. So it's been important to have a church located in the community. We have a mindset of a community-based church, of a sense of neighborhood, and to have a church where people can come to in their neighborhood, in their area, and have that sense of strong community.
One major issue the church has contended with is the increase in traffic. Reverend Hemmond says before the new hospital was built, there was talk of placing a traffic light at Disciple Drive to slow traffic down for the safety of those attending the church. He says traffic has been the biggest concern for many in his congregation.
It does pose a certain challenge. There are difficulties at times getting out of our driveway onto 49. We like to recognize that is just a symbol of growth and progress, and sometimes progress can feel painful at times, but we have a lot of people that live in this area who feel very strongly about the traffic. They can sit trying to get into the traffic pattern of 49 for quite some time before they can get out on the street, but it has changed a great deal. The noise level has picked up some. Of course, we're off the road enough that we don't experience that now. Even talking to you now, I hear the trucks going down 49, but it's really not been a great detriment. Sunday mornings, getting into church is not a problem. Getting out of church depends. It's more sporadic. The light has been functioning at the hospital entrance for about 2 weeks now. That light has made a little difference. I expect it'll make more difference as the traffic continues to pick up.
Another thing the church is seeing is the growth around the church. Of the original 80 acres, there's less than half of those acres left as growth continues. Hemmond's thoughts.
We are seeing growth around the church. The church initially owned a large amount of land. Early on, they sold the frontage property where the NEA Baptist Convenient Care and Urgent Care Clinic is located. Ace Hardware, next door to them, was sold. That was sold to finance the building of our or to provide the seed money to start our education building. Of course, the development right behind Ace Hardware, the church still retains 32 acres. We do not see an immediate need at this point to sell any of that land. We feel like that land will give us ample opportunity to continue to grow and develop future ministries and accommodate the growth that we certainly are expecting over the next 10 years.
Just downhill from the Cornerstone United Methodist Church is an area where Central Baptist Church plans to place a journey campus for college students. Emmons says there will be 2 churches, and that could impact traffic around the area. He says traffic and safety are main concerns.
The number one issue that I hear on a regular basis, primarily on Sundays, but also during the week, we do a lot of activities in the evenings, is safety. Accessing Disciple Drive from 49 and then leaving Disciple Drive back to 49 after an event's over. Traffic up until 2 weeks ago, this stretch of 49 was 60 miles an hour. And with all the businesses that are along this stretch, it really was too fast. We have several members who live on Old Paragould Road, which is right down the street here. It's right just beyond the small curve there, and we've had a lot of near accidents there. The fear is that there are going to be some serious accidents before everything is said and done. But safety is a number one concern right there. Traffic in and out. The trucks. Now Jonesboro has had, the police department's had a good presence out here the last few weeks as the traffic pattern has changed in terms of the volume, but also the reduced speed limit.
According to Hammond, the growth around the church may present challenges, but they also present perfect opportunities to serve.
We are looking at several things. We're looking at opportunities for community outreach. This summer we're looking at doing a summer concert series on the grounds. Take our praise team from our contemporary worship service and put them outside. Do some fun family-oriented activities to begin to bring people together and really target people that live in this area of 49. We have from our church membership people who drive in from Bono. We've got a few people who drive in from Walnut Ridge, Portia. Of course, down around Valley View, Keller's Chapel area. We have people who drive in from Paragould. But we're really looking at creating some opportunities to be in ministry to those people right here in this area. I think the prevailing idea is that the traffic just passes us by and just whizzes right past us at times. I want for our community, our immediate community, to know that they are very important as well, and that they're not getting lost in the busyness and the chaos of a traffic pattern.
And he tells about the future of the church.
I think the church has a very bright, very potential-filled future. We have 600 members currently. We are averaging close to 3 to 350 in worship. I think as we continue to grow, we're going to see a great amount of potential for the church as well. We offer our building for community groups to meet, so we try to give some meeting space for groups. We want to be a good neighbor in every way, and I think that always translates over to good positive growth as a church body.
Cornerstone United Methodist Church has future plans for placing a new building directly behind the current building to allow for more growth of the church in the future and expanded ministry opportunities.